Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Geometry Dash. Today, we jump from Club Step, an easy demon, to TOE2, still an easy demon, but such a hard, easy demon. So, you see, let's start playing it. I'm pretty sure I don't have a very high... Why am I passing... No, this is the wrong foot. Saying, I'm starting TOE2, I have a 15% best right here, and I'm in practice mode, trying to complete it my first time to see what I'm up for. Or maybe it's my second time. Yeah, it's my second time doing it in practice mode, and I'm just trying to practice this one ship part, which I had a pretty hard time with. Someone told me this was the hardest part of the level. They were very wrong, in my opinion. This is one of the easiest parts of the level, I should say. It was not that hard for me to learn, but I did die a couple of times. So yeah, it is a bit of a tough part, but I got past it decently easy, and I became pretty consistent at it. I also wanted to talk about the next Ochunga Tree episode, the next CatharusCraft episode. I have been working on it. I have most of everything done. Just the redstone video that I showed last, it works really well in single player. So in multiplayer, there's a hard time. I can't get the redstone from single player to multiplayer without almost everything completely breaking. So I'm still working on that, but I just wanted to let you know that's coming soon. Anyways, back to TOE2. I just showed you a sped up version of the practice mode where I finally became a little bit consistent, but I'll show you a little bit of further runs in some other places I absolutely hated. Another thing this part was not only hard, it looks really ugly. I always think this part looked really ugly. All the block placements, when it's not invisible, that is horrendous. Anyways, I'm showing you right now a pretty far run into the level where I get to about 40-ish%, I'm pretty sure. It's and I die at the part I think I had a pretty hard time with. Apparently not even close to 40%, more like 30 right here. I really had a hard time with Map Mini UFO. I've died there a couple of times, and instead of practicing moding it, I decided to just keep brute forcing it until it became consistent, which is a bad idea, but I was in that kind of mood. Once I got past that part, I came into a part I did not have a lot of experience with, and of course what I should do then is be like, oh, okay, I made it past that point, I should go in practice mode and really try and practice that part I couldn't do at all and did not know anything about. Well, as I said a couple seconds ago, I was definitely not in that kind of mood, so I had a little bit of a struggle brute forcing that. After that, I eventually got a pretty good run where I made it through this little part and into a ship part, which I did not know anything about. As you saw, I got a new best there, but that ship part was actually pretty easy, except for this one part, which I'm about to show you, which gave me so much trouble, which I just hated so much. So, right here, we complete this ship part and get a new best, almost completed. I died pretty close to the end right there, but it's not that big of a deal. That part I will find is pretty easy because most of it you kind of just have to hold from the upside down portals. But there is this one section right after where I died that I die many more times afterwards because the transition is just so ridiculously horrible. Right there is the exact point I hate. Do you see those really big menacing saws? You're having an okay time, it's pretty easy straight fly, and all of a sudden you have to do a really weird technique to get into the next part between two saws that are not really visible until you die to them. and I think it's pretty ridiculous of me dying to that. But I do want to show you this. This is the first time I get past it, and this part is not too bad. And the wave part after this isn't bad either. It's pretty easy. After that though, not sure if you see that, but it's a ball part that's completely memory filled. So I had to learn that, but it actually is really fun and really easy. That's really everything I wanted to talk about for right now. I did have some trouble at the 81% mark with this really tough ship I'm going to show you a clip of right now, but I want to make this video pretty short, so time to move on to my completion. So, turns out my recording got corrupted of me beating TV2 the first time. So, I have to beat TV2 a second time. I'm not going to show you that, but it was painful. Anyways, without further ado, that is how I beat TV2 as my second demon. And it took me 4,000 attempts to beat it.